JBN, we keep you informed. I am Michelle Jones, and in the news, Exworker arrested over courthouse fire. A former male employee of the St. Catherine Parish Court has been arrested in connection with Sunday's suspected arson at the court's administrative building. Head of the St. Catherine North Police Division, Howard Chambers, says he was held during an operation yesterday. He's to face questioning. The police also recovered a quantity of cash during the operation. An investigator said that cops are still searching for the main suspect in the matter. During the investigation of the fire on Sunday, it was revealed that larceny formed a part of the incident. Firefighters and the police were alerted to the fire about 7:32 a.m. 2 units from the Spanish Town Fire Department contained the blaze, which was seen coming from the Civil Registry Department, from which most of the clerks work. Crime scene detectives cordoned off the area after they discovered that a vault had been broken into and an undetermined amount of cash taken. The police believe that the intruders gained access to the building through a front door, broke into the vault, and then started the fire before escaping. This is a second fire in 2 months at the same location. On June 14, fire of unknown origin destroyed a section of the court's office. Meanwhile, the administrative office has been closed until further notice following yesterday's fire. Chief Parish Court Judge Chester Crooks says due to the damage caused by the blaze, full operations of the main court and its outstations in Linstead, Old Harbour and Portmore will be impacted in the short term. Access to the court's office will be scaled down until further notice, said Crooks. He said matters previously scheduled for the main parish court and its outstations will still be heard. 2 killed during robbery at bar in St. Anne. 2 farmers were shot and killed during a robbery at a bar in Claremont, St. Anne this morning. The deceased have been identified as 19-year-old Dimitri Harvey, otherwise called Tenge, and Cadian James, both of Coley District in Claremont. It is reported that Harvey and James were among patrons at a party at the bar when around 3 a.m. 3 gunmen entered the establishment. They then proceeded to rob patrons of an undetermined sum of money. During the incident, Harvey and James were shot. The gunmen escaped into the area. The injured persons were taken to the St. Anne's Bay General Hospital, where they were pronounced dead. The Major Investigation Division is probing the incident. Man found dead in potato field in Manchester. Police are probing the circumstances surrounding the death of a man whose body was found in Sharehampton District in Manchester on Saturday. The deceased has been identified as 42-year-old Richard Boswell. A police report said that about 10:30 a.m., residents stumbled upon Boswell's body in a potato field. He reportedly had blood on his face. The scene was processed and the body removed to the morgue. The police are appealing to anyone who may be able to assist them to contact the Mandeville Criminal Investigations Branch at 876-962-2832, the Cottage Police at 941-2789, or the Police 119 number. Significant progress in Donna-lee Donaldson probe, JCF says. The Jamaica Constabulary Force JCF says it has made significant progress in its investigation into the disappearance of Donna-lee Donaldson, a 24-year-old social media influencer. The update Sunday evening follows another weekend of protest over the pace of the probe. Donaldson was reported last seen on July 11 at an apartment at the Chelsea Manor complex in New Kingston. The apartment is occupied by Noel Maitland, a policeman. Sophia Lugg has said Maitland had picked up her daughter in the evening of July 11. Lugg reported Donaldson missing on July 13. In the 11 days since that report, investigators have collected a considerable amount of information about her disappearance, the JCF statement said. The investigative team, which is being led by a superintendent of police and overseen by the Criminal Investigations Branch headquarters, will this week hold a case review conference with the Director of Public Prosecutions and senior members of her staff. Such a conference is customary at the stage of probes of this nature, it added. The JCF said the investigation is being conducted according to the highest standards. During protests on Sunday, fans and members of the public demanded public comments from senior government officials, including Prime Minister Andrew Holness and Gender Minister Olivia Babsy-Grange. The protesters also took their demonstration back to the Chelsea Manor apartment complex. They have been demanding that Maitland and the mother of his child, who is also a cop, be removed from active duties. The two, who share a child, have retained attorneys. Maitland's attorney, Christopher Towson, has said his client has been convicted by the court of public opinion without any evidence of guilt. Townsend said he has no information to believe Maitland and Donaldson were together. According to him, it has been a difficult time for the couple and his girlfriend, the district constable. He said the policeman said persons who live and work at the apartment complex reported seeing Donaldson appearing to leave the property. The Independent Commission of Investigations is also probing the matter. Clansman gang trial resumption delayed due to absence of accused gangster. The resumption of the Clansman one-down gang trial was delayed this morning after one of the alleged gangsters reportedly refused to attend the sitting. The information was disclosed by Chief Justice Brian Sykes, who noted that he was advised that defendant Ted Prince opted not to be present and was not being brought to court. Prince's lawyer advised the court by way of a message that he was taken by surprise and that he was trying to find out what was behind his client's action. Sykes, as a result, adjourned the court for 20 minutes to await further word on the situation. Sometime later, Prince arrived at court, which allowed the trial to resume. No explanation was given for his delayed appearance. Prince is among 28 defendants who were on trial in the Home Circuit Court, along with reputed leader Andre Blackman Bryan. Police still searching for clues in St. Anne triple killing. Investigators probing Monday's triple killing in Freehill, St. Anne, are yet to determine what led to the death of a mother, her teenage son, and her common-law husband. The bodies of Andrea Rattray, 46, a cook at the St. Anne Municipal Drop-In Center in Ocho Rios, her son, 13-year-old Michael Bonito, and Lawrence Badal, 50, were discovered at their home by Rattray's other teen son. Head of the St. Anne Police Division, Senior Superintendent Dwight Powell, says he's awaiting a report from investigators before determination is made about the classification of the case. The bodies were found with knife and machete wounds. The killings have shocked residents of the quiet community located near Bamboo in northwest St. Anne. The deaths have also hit the Rattray family that is mourning the loss of a member last month. MP Jackson sues Scotiabank over check cashing fee. St. Catherine's Southern Member of Parliament Fitz Jackson has locked horns with Scotiabank Jamaica, filing a lawsuit in the Supreme Court challenging the legality of check cashing fees imposed by the financial institution on its customers. The court action, which was set in motion last Tuesday by Jackson's attorneys, sets the stage for a landmark ruling that could rock the local banking sector and provide a roadmap for challenging a range of fees imposed on the public, a matter which has triggered much outrage in recent years. The lawsuit is based on a May 2019 incident in which Jackson, a 5-term lawmaker, claimed he was compelled to pay a $385 fee before a teller at Scotiabank's Portmore branch would cash a $2,500 check in his name. He is seeking a declaration from the court that Scotiabank, through the imposition of the fee, has breached its obligation by failing to honor a negotiable instrument, according to court documents obtained on Sunday. Section 73 of the Bills of Exchange Act defines a check as a negotiable instrument and stipulates that it must be honored on demand without conditions, Jackson's attorney, Anthony Williams, contended during an interview yesterday. The moment the bank puts in conditions and says, "You have to give me $385 in order for me to change a check," then you're making the check a conditional order, said Williams, managing partner USIM Williams and Company, which filed the lawsuit. It is an unconditional order. It is not a request, he said, referring to a check presented for encashment. For several years, Jackson has been waging a battle against commercial banks for what he calls cruel, unreasonable, and heartless deductions from account holders through a range of fee penalties. In 2017, he tabled a bill to amend the Banking Services Act, which would address the issue of high service fees charged by commercial banks. Jackson said the bill would offer some protection to the public. This bill would allow account holders to make transactions against their own accounts without the penalty of fees. However, the bill has not received the support of the Parliament. Last month, Finance Minister Dr. Nigel Clark disclosed in Parliament that 7 of the 8 commercial banks he checked with acknowledged that they charge a fee to cover administrative costs associated with processing a check. 105 new COVID-19 cases, 2 more deaths reported. Jamaica on Sunday reported 105 new cases of COVID-19 and 2 more virus-related deaths in the last 24 hours. This brings the total number of cases recorded on the island since the start of the pandemic to 145,738 and the death toll to 3,184. Of the newly reported cases, there were 59 females and 46 males, with ages ranging from 1 day to 108 years. The cases were recorded in Kingston and St. Andrew 33, St. James 11, St. Anne 1, St. Catherine 15, Westmoreland 5, St. Elizabeth 14, St. Mary 3, Trelawney 3, Clarendon 7, and Manchester 13. Portland, Hanover, and St. Thomas were the only parishes that recorded no new cases. Meanwhile, the latest fatalities are a 98-year-old male from St. James who died in February 2022 and a 64-year-old male from Kingston and St. Andrew who died sometime in July. According to the latest statistics from the Ministry of Health and Wellness, the country also recorded 129 new recoveries, bringing the total number of recoveries to 93,243. The country's positivity rate from the latest batch of testing is 18.9%. There are 1,140 confirmed active cases on the island. Approximately 96 patients are hospitalized. One of them is critically ill. In sports news, Jamaica ended World Championships on a high. Jamaica ended the 18th World Athletics Championships with back-to-back silver medals in the 4x400 meters relays at Hayward Field in Eugene, Oregon on Sunday. While the women were expected to get a medal, the men surprised with a sterling run for silver, the first medal of the championships won by Jamaican men. The men, who clocked a season's best 2 minute 58.58 seconds, battled from third to take over second place on the third leg, run by national champion Javon Powell, while Christopher Taylor held off the fast-charging Kevin Borley on anchor for the Belgian team. Akeem Bloomfield and Nathan Allen had earlier given the Jamaican team a solid start. The United States won in 2 minutes 56.17, while Belgium were third in 2 minutes 58.72. In the women's 4x400 meters race, Jamaica's Candice McLeod, hurdles specialist Jenny Russell, Stephanie Ann McPherson, and Cherokee Young ran 3 minutes 20.74 to finish behind the USA, who fell short of breaking their own world record in winning with 3 minutes 17.79. Great Britain were third in 3 minutes 22.64. Jamaica picked up 3 medals on the final day, as new national record holder Brittany Anderson took the silver medal in the 100 meters hurdles. The Caribbean island ended with 10 medals and were third on the medals table, behind the United States, who bagged 33 total medals. Ethiopia also had 10 medals, but with 4 gold they took second place in the table. In the points table, calculated based on finalists, Jamaica were second with 110 points, behind the USA's 328. Ethiopia were third with 106 points, and Kenya fourth with 104. And in boxing, another KO win for Big 12 Brown. Ricardo Big 12 Brown believes he's getting closer to a title fight after his dominant first-round knockout win over Mexican Christian Lorando at the Bay Arena in Canada on Saturday. Brown's reputation as a professional heavyweight boxer continues to grow, following his 4th straight KO in 4 fights. Since turning professional back in March, Brown had 1 knockdown and 2 wins by technical knockout, and on the weekend it was no different, as he pummeled the big Mexican from the start, and it was obvious that it was only a matter of time before Brown claimed his 4th straight win. It was a good fight. I trained very hard, so I put in the hard work and went out there. It didn't present any problems because I didn't give him any chance. It feels good to see that I'm stopping all these guys. I'm much stronger than them, and I just use that as an advantage to beat them up, he said. Very soon I'm looking to fight for a belt, although not right now, but they're working on it. Maybe when I'm about 10-0, so I'm nearly halfway there. Brown sent Lorando to the canvas with his devastating right hand, and the 32-year-old said the fans loved this style and want to see more. When he fights again in September, he also expects to see even more improvements to his game. JBN, we keep you informed. Please remember to subscribe, like, share, leave us a comment, and click the notification bell to receive our daily news items.